Is there any chance that any of these individuals who partied with Epstein and engaged in, relations with minors will be prosecuted?
Well,
Any
look,
chance?
I'll never say no, and we will always investigate any evidence of misconduct. But as you know, it is not a crime to party with Mr. Epstein, and so as horrible as it's not a crime to email with Mr. Epstein. And some of these men may have done horrible things, and if we have evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But it's also the kind of thing that the American people need to understand, that it isn't a crime to party with Mr. Epstein. It isn't a crime to have
Didn't look like that's all
island.
that was going on some of those photos. I mean, if the photos could speak, some of them look pretty bad.
That's right. And unfortunately, photos can't speak. And so we need witnesses and we need evidence.
How they handle the Epstein files for me is so disrespecting to the victims. You should tell that to all the women who've been on the island for those parties, that it's not a crime to party with Epstein. I think the people are understanding what is happening here, because that has nothing to do with protecting the survivors. What they are doing is protecting the abusers. And it's disgusting. It is really disgusting. I think the people understand that it's not a crime to party, that it's not a crime to have email contact with someone. But in the end, when it comes out like that, what big of a deal that whole network was, I think the people have the right that there are investigations into those people who had contact with that person. If they would have nothing to hide, they would come clean about it. They would just come out and say what was happening, delivering evidence or whatever. But no one is doing that. We don't understand what it means to be one of those women who have been abused, who have been trafficked. I can only imagine how hard that must be, to be abused, to be trafficked, with every victim out there who has been abused, who has been in any situation like that. To come out takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength. It is important to keep that topic up, and this is important to respect those who fight for this. They all should stand with the victims and not with the abusers.